Look of the company is obviously we're in the casino table game industry, and so we invent games, table games that are provided into casinos all over North America and throughout cruise ships. Casinos use our games because players prefer our games compared to the public domain games. Also, the casinos make more money, so they pay us royalties in the form of recurring revenue every month for those games. As far as who our company is, we're led by a number of industry executives, several who have come from our largest competitor, which is Shuffle Master Gaming. But also they've been either casino operators or have been with competitive companies that are now on board the Galaxy team. So it's that group that is actually running the company. I think the thing that gives Galaxy the competitive edge is really that the industry comes down to two things. It's product and distribution. So not only do we focus on having great products, but it's really important that we have a great distribution system. In gaming, distribution is quite difficult because you just can't come up with a game and then immediately distribute it all over the world. You have to get approvals in all the different gaming jurisdictions that you go into. So you're filling out applications, you're going through background checks, you're paying a lot of fees for background investigations, and then you have to maintain those licenses once you've obtained them. So I think many times the distribution system is actually more critical to a company like ours and forms a barrier of entry than it is just having great products. Well, I think the recession has obviously affected everybody in the hospitality industry, and it certainly has affected casinos. There's no doubt that casinos' revenues are down worldwide. How it has affected Galaxy is a different matter. From a negative standpoint, the current recession has affected us in terms of our access to capital, and also some of the casinos have suffered so much. You know, we get asked a lot about what the effect of the recession is on our company and about the gaming industry as well. There's no question that the recession has had a negative effect on the gaming industry. The rooms are not being filled as much. The amount of activity in the casinos is not as much. A number of casinos have had layoffs. There has been also a number of casinos that have closed. So that has had a negative effect. It's actually had a positive effect for our company generally. What I mean by that is that the negative side for us is that I mentioned casinos closing. There have been some casinos that close, and as a result we lose clients. But in addition, I think the access to the capital markets, although it's starting to free up and it's starting to look a little bit better, but I think the access to the capital markets is not as great. So those are the negatives for Galaxy Gaming. The positives, however, far outweigh the negatives. Our business has been booming. The number of orders we've been getting from the casinos has been growing extremely rapidly. And the reason for that is, quite frankly, is that casinos need to make more money even though the amount of business is down. Our products help them increase their profits, and as a result, the orders that we have been tremendous. The last time we've had this type of growth was following the months after September 11th. The gaming industry had a similar problem when people were not traveling. Their business was way down. They ordered our products. It was the biggest growth in our company's history. Now we're breaking new records in this recession. So we're going to take advantage of the recession, and we're going to grab as much market share as we can during this time. Once we're out of the recession and that rising tide lifts all boats, we'll take advantage of it then. I think investors are very confident in Galaxy Gaming because, number one, we've been around for 12 years. So, we jokingly refer to ourselves as a 12-year startup. But in essence, because we've been around for 12 years and because we've built our growth without outside capital, without getting into huge amounts of debt, we've shown that we can survive, we can show that we can grow. And so whatever was going to hurt us or kill us probably would have done so by now. And so there's a lot of confidence there. The second thing is that people love recurring revenue. That's what our company is all about. Over 90% of our revenue is recurring revenue. It keeps increasing every month. It's very high margin, so it becomes very profitable. So there's a good solid foundation that the company is definitely here to stay. It's growing rapidly during a recession, and it's been able to do so without raising a lot of money. So that's why it's a good investment for investors. plus our market capitalization. We just went public in February of this year. Our market capitalization is certainly very low compared to our competitors in the field, but that's just because we're new. That's just because it's we're new in the public markets, and as the volume increases, so will our market cap. You know, we're asked a lot about our recurring revenue model because we promote that is what our business is all about, recurring revenue. And obviously people who understand that understand the value of that. What it's meant to us is that we've had to have some long-term relationships with our clients. We're not selling something and then they consume it and then we have to sell something again. They're using our products day in and day out, so those products have to continue to work. And we have to come out with new products when maybe some of our old ones don't produce as well as they used to. So that is really the key for us, is to always have new innovative products out there to be able to build that recurring revenue, expand into the additional jurisdictions where we're going into. And in terms of, you know, what we get concerned about, what we might be concerned about is our competitors. Primarily, we've been looking forward to Shufflemaster, which is the leading company in this space. We're number 2. So you're always looking at that number 1 company, and we're catching up to them. We are actually increasing our market share. But we can't forget about the companies that are behind us as well, because they can come up with something innovative and catch us. So that's something that we have to look forward to. Is you're mainly when you're driving, you're looking through the windshield, but you also have to look in that rearview mirror once in a while just to make sure something's not coming up from behind.